I don't like your lessons no more. All you talk about is how my attendance is poor. And you've been on my case more so than ever before, so I'll give you a left to the jaw if you ever report. Whatever you sob, and if I get expelled, I can show you you'll get it some more. You see Mixie as your companion, and you think that he's your buddy, because you both got master's degrees in dick-related studies. And yeah, you might have good holidays and be swimming in the money, but with all that marking you have to do, I bet you wish you was a dummy. Marking, no? But hold up, you know what I mean? But hold up, Mixie, I'm taking a Mixie. You could Mixie and my drink and still could never lick me. I'll make Mixie that the dead poets are history. I'm like the 10th Olympian and you're a motherfucking pixie. When punchlines hit Mark Grist, I know they were Mark Grist. Your name is a grain, so of course I'll tear apart Grist. And I don't care about dead poets, dead poetry. After this, you'll be a corpse under a dead poet tree. I'm always on the ball. I should be back healing. I won't stop rapping till my hand's peeling and this guy gets sacked for his bad teaching. If I get gully, you'll feel a pain in your back region. Smash glass, pain in your back region. Then you'll know what it's like to be on the wrong side of a glass ceiling. I heard teacher versus student battle, and I wasn't going to class. I get to battle that nerdy bastard who failed at controlling a class. You knobhead, I hope you drop dead. If I punch you in the face, who are you gonna call? Ofsted?
That's time. 90 seconds on Mark Grist, let's go, man.
Okay.
To those at home who are sitting, watching YouTube, don't start clicking. I know this might look like some kind of extreme babysitting. It is... Hey, it's actually a rap battle. Two grown men lyrically bitching. Just one of us isn't legally old enough to drink inside the building. And now... But he's going to try and act less infantile by pretending that he's proper riled. So sit back, watch him reconcile with his lack of breastfeeding as a child. That's why this ugly duckling suckling from the teat of any bumpkin with a beat or means of dumping his meaningless shit on something. And the speed of words you're mumbling hides the fact they don't mean nothing. He may have beat the witch from Oz, but it's time for me to teach this munchkin. You will never amount to something. And I'm here to raise a grievance. Big up everyone whose parents have property in Manchester, mate, that's not a fucking achievement. It's not. This blizzard litter's got no fire, it's just hot air he's breathing, and when all's said and done, as the years drag on, you'll look even more like Deborah Meaden. This rapper's pint-sized. He's cockeyed. When he raps, his mouth only actually moves on one side. He's like a prepubescent Popeye, complete with physique that implies that all the spinach in the world has died. And look at him try, this poor little chap, like so many anemics I've seen in my class. Dreams of riding up high on a unicorn's back or defending the world from an orcish attack. You wank off in sandals to pictures of Gandalf you stack with the mags in your porn stash. He's got a hard on for wizards. He only called himself Blizzard because that's the company that made World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Real lyrics, man. I didn't come here for my assessments, Mr. Grist. I came for my rapping endeavours. So don't you dare think of correcting my grammatical errors. And we know now you're a teacher, so that needs no further explanation. But I'm smarter than you think. Let me recap on my education. In nursery, I was a terror. I made everyone's experience hell. The only noise that I enjoyed hearing, the bell. Temper tantrums every day. I used to walk out of the room. 13 years later, I'm here making mountains and moves. I'm 17. Education has took up 75% of my life. And I hated every second of it. What, you expect me to lie? I dropped out of college because I hated that negative vibe. And it was teachers like you that made me feel aggressive inside. Yeah. You're not superior. We're the reason you get the pay that you do. And if your pass rate is too low, the government are going to take it from you. This is like Lunacy's SBTV, and you can't say it ain't true. This is Blizzard versus shit teacher, but I get to say it to you. My scriptures make Samuel Pepys look like any old man in the street. Make Martin Luther want to write another draft of his speech. Make the likes of Oscar Wilde and Confucius sit back and retreat. Basically, I'm in a class even this man couldn't teach. I'm pissed off at the haters. Other rappers come off kinda sour. I hate the school system and I'll never plead to a higher power. You're just a tiny flower that I'll devour with a violent shower. So fuck you, your campus, your lesson plan, and your $8.95 an hour. Suck your mum,
Round 3 on Mark Grist, the final round of the battle. Let's go, people.
I suggest that you fuck off and play some Beyblade before I slap you with an F grade, or at least go jack off to some vampires like the rest of your age range. He's trying to act tougher than me, but I suspect he might be nerdy. You're about as intimidating as his sooty, and you're only slightly wordier. I don't care about the aggressive shit you spit online or that everybody's heard of you. You'd still give yourself a hernia trying to assemble flat-pack furniture. But I keep dissing him for being a teacher. What have I got to say so I can shock you? The honest truth is, Bradley, I've been served better whilst in Costa. I consider it a crime how much time you spend rhyming about the rest of the Don't Flop opera. It's a solo gunfight, not some homoerotic spaghetti opera. And in Bradley's last battle, he wasn't dreadful. Which means when he doubt he even wrote it, see this young green plants himself with better rappers, hopes to get it through osmosis. The best of ventriloquist dummies, his ass can take on both fists, then he rides them in so deep he appears to be riding on their shoulders. Nice. I don't have to write like Socrates to expose your mediocrity. Yeah. And considering the pics of the last battle I've seen, I'm so surprised you're not trying to get off with me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's not what it looks like, man.
Honestly, Bradley, besides getting date raped by Australian women and saying words a little bit quickly, I'm not quite sure what you actually do. Plus, it's a sad fact that half your iPhone apps are actually older than you. I'm not going to deny that after his last battle, his reputation grew, but if I'm being honest, I'm going to have to write, has to improve upon this term's review.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Who's the best Mark Chris?